Hi, I'm your tour guide, Nathan, and I'm going to show you around the shoreline biome. Isn't it beautiful? Wow. I'm going to show you why the shoreline biome is so special. I hope you'll consider visiting. The shoreline is arguably the biome with the greatest variation in climate and diversity because they exist everywhere land and ocean meets. A shoreline exists around the coast of every continent and island. They include the frigid coast of Antarctica, the tropical sandy beaches of Hawaii, and the mangrove forests in the Gulf of Mexico. Abiotic factors present along shorelines include sand, rocks and soil, salt water, which includes ocean currents and waves, and air and wind. Because shorelines are present in all climates, the temperature and precipitation can vary greatly depending on what climate region the shoreline is in. The average temperature of tropical coastlines, a shoreline subcategory, is 70 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, while the precipitation typically ranges from 80 to 400 inches a year. Because the shoreline is the marriage of land and ocean, it includes both terrestrial and aquatic plants and animals. Common terrestrial plants include grasses such as beach grass and panic grass, flowering plants such as sandwort and bearberry, and trees such as palm trees. Common aquatic plants near the shoreline are usually limited to various species of seaweed or microalgae, such as fucus and kelp. Similar to plant life along shorelines, there are both terrestrial and aquatic animals, and some that can fall into either category. Common terrestrial animals include sand crabs, great blue herons, beach pillbugs, seagulls, beach mice, and kelp flies. Common aquatic animals include sea snails, urchins, sand dollars, various species of fish, and sea anemone. This particular food web shows the interactions between organisms in a typical rocky shoreline environment. It includes primary producers, such as seaweed and phytoplankton, which are consumed by primary consumers like zooplankton and limpets. The herbivore primary consumers are consumed by secondary consumers, such as prawns and crabs. The tertiary consumers of the ecosystem are predatory seabirds, such as gulls, that consume crustaceans, and larger crustaceans, such as lobsters, that consume smaller fish, clams, and mussels. Although a common standard rocky or sandy shoreline typically includes the previously mentioned plant and animal life, some specialized shoreline ecosystems, such as mangrove forests, estuaries, and salt marshes, allow for an abundance of different unique species that truly make the shoreline special. Mangrove forests line many tropical coastlines. The trees live halfway in the water and halfway out, and provide protection from erosion and provide habitat for many animal species. Estuaries occur at the mouth of a large river when it meets the ocean. The result is a sort of marshy, wetlands area with both saltwater and freshwater. A salt marsh is an area of coastal grassland that is flooded regularly. The plants that live here are adapted to withstand being underwater for extended periods of time, but can also live above water. There are many symbiotic relationships that occur along shorelines, between every plant and animal species present. One unique relationship that occurs along shorelines is the commensalism between hermit crabs and snails. Hermit crabs use the leftover shells of snails as homes, and while the snails may already be dead, the relationship is commensal because it helps the hermit crabs, while doing no further harm to the snails. Another symbiotic relationship can be found in the mangrove forests, a mutualistic relationship between mangrove trees and the crabs that live beneath them. The trees provide a feeding ground and shelter for the crabs, while the crabs recycle important minerals and nutrients back into the soil for the trees. Wow, Wasn't that just so special? I hope you enjoyed learning about shorelines, and I hope you'll consider visiting. See you later!